If you've always noticed patterns where others see nothing but chance, this video is for you. Maybe you look at a tiled wall and your eyes automatically find symmetries. Maybe you walk into a messy room and your mind starts mentally reorganizing everything without even realizing it. This way of working isn't strange or exaggerated. In fact, it might reveal a silent superpower that's been with you forever. Here, we're not going to diagnose anything. This isn't a clinical or technical video. It's simply an invitation for you to observe your own body, your own main, and recognize abilities that have always been there, but perhaps have never been called by their proper name. Because sometimes, what seems to be just a different way of seeing the world is, in fact, a rare form of natural intelligence. And if, while you're watching, some part of this behavior seems familiar, know that you're not alone. Many people function this way, but rarely does anyone talk about it with clarity and acceptance. If any part of this behavior seems familiar to you, share it in the comments. This is a quiet space to recognize yourself and better understand your own superpowers. The automatic way your eyes search for symmetries in railings, windows, and floors. Perhaps you've never consciously noticed it, but your eyes are doing a silent job all the time. When you walk across a cobblestone sidewalk or look at a gate, something inside you is already counting, aligning, fitting things together. It's not that you want to do it. It simply happens, as if your brain has an automatic way of seeking order in what it's seeing. This isn't a mania or an obsession. It's a natural way for your body to process the environment. While other people look and move on, you look and mentally organize. Your nervous system calms down when it finds repeated patterns because it functions best in environments that make visual sense. It's as if your mind needs an internal logic to relax. And do you know what that reveals? That you have a rare ability to notice details that most people ignore. This silent skill can manifest in various areas of your life, in how you organize your things, how you notice when something is out of place, or even how you solve complex problems by finding patterns where others see only confusion. This is a superpower of refined observation that you carry without realizing it. How your body transforms chaotic environments into instant mental puzzles. You walk into a messy room, a kitchen full of dishes, or an office with papers scattered everywhere, and something happens inside you. It's not exactly irritation, nor pure anxiety. It's more like your brain switches on an automatic button and starts mentally reorganizing everything without you asking permission. You're already moving objects around in your head, creating imaginary piles, separating them by category. While other people just see the mess and go on with their day, you see possibilities for order. Your body can't simply ignore the visual chaos. It needs to process, understand, and reorganize. It's almost as if your mind is always one step ahead, assembling an invisible puzzle that only you can see. And this happens quickly, in seconds, without conscious effort. This means you have spatial and organizational intelligence far above average. You can see solutions where others only see problems. This way of working may seem tiring at times, but it's also a practical superpower. You resolve confusing situations with a clarity that few possess. Your brain is naturally strategic, and that's a rare gift. The silent way you group objects by color or size without realizing it. Perhaps you've noticed this in yourself. When you open the cupboard, your eyes automatically want to align things by color. When you put groceries away in the refrigerator, your hands naturally group the products by size or type. It's not something you plan to do. It simply comes out of your hands as if it were the only logical way to organize the world around you. This behavior happens because your brain functions best when it finds clear categories. While other people put things anywhere and feel nothing, you feel a slight tension when something is mixed up haphazardly. It's not perfectionism, it's not exaggeration. It's just the way your nervous system prefers to process information with order, clarity, and visual separation. And here's the hidden superpower. You have a natural ability to create efficient systems. Whether at work, at home, or on any project, you see ways to organize things that make everyone's life easier. You transform complexity into simplicity simply by applying your internal logic. This is a valuable skill that many people wish they had, but you already possess it naturally. If you've noticed this way of reacting in yourself or someone close to you, right? This sounds like me. This helps this video reach more people who think and feel similarly. The bodily urge to mentally arrange dishes on the table or products on the shelf. You're in a restaurant or a store, and suddenly you realize your eyes are doing something on their own. They're mentally aligning the plates on the next table, or rearranging the packaging on the shelf you're not even going to buy. It's not that you're judging anyone's tidiness. It's just that your brain automatically starts creating a more organized version of what you're seeing. This impulse doesn't come from a place of control or rigidity. It comes from an inner need for visual harmony. When things around you are aligned, symmetrical, balanced, something inside you relaxes. It's as if your body functions better in environments where there is an apparent logic. And when that logic isn't there, you create it mentally without even realizing you're doing it. The superpower here is clear. You have both an aesthetic and functional eye. You don't just organize, you improve spaces. This ability can translate into talent for design, decoration, visual planning, or any area that requires thinking about how things relate to each other in a space. You see possibilities for harmony where others see only loose objects. How your mind anticipates the next move in lines, traffic, or crowds. You're in a bank queue, or stuck in traffic, or walking down a crowded street, and your mind is already calculating. You look at the people ahead and already know who will walk faster, which cashier will open first, which car will change lanes. It's not that you're trying to predict the future. It's that your brain reads patterns of movement and behavior automatically and quickly. While other people simply wait and react to what happens, you're always a few seconds ahead. Your body has already positioned itself better in the queue. Your legs have already chosen the clearest path on the sidewalk. Your eyes have already identified the gap in traffic. You do this effortlessly, as if you had an internal radar that maps flows and possibilities all the time. This is a superpower of strategic anticipation. You have predictive intelligence that works silently in the background. This can manifest in quick and accurate decisions in various life situations, at work, in conversations, in moments of pressure. You see what's coming before it arrives, and this always puts you one step ahead without anyone noticing. The natural ability to sense when something is out of place before identifying what it is. You enter a familiar environment and something bothers you. You don't yet know what it is, but you feel it. It could be a slightly crooked picture, an object that has been moved, a chair turned differently. Your body registers the change even before your conscious mind can name it. It's as if you have an internal map of how things should be, and any alteration triggers a silent signal within you. This type of perception is not common. Most people pass through the same environment and don't notice anything, but you notice because your nervous system is highly sensitive to visual and spatial details. It's not paranoia, it's not an exaggeration. It's a refined form of attention that works on an almost intuitive level. You feel it first, you understand it later. The superpower here is a heightened perception that can protect and guide you in various situations. You notice subtle changes in environments, in people, in dynamics. This sensitivity allows you to identify problems before they escalate, pick up on signals that others ignore, and act with a precision that seems like instinct, but is actually sensory intelligence working in your favor. The way you memorize routes after only driving through them once. You go to a new place, walk down streets you've never seen before, and something interesting happens. The next time you need to go back, you remember, not vaguely or confusedly. You remember, that trione, dat blugat bigeleft. Your brain photographed the route without you asking. It's as if your spatial memory works in high definition. While other people need GPS or ask for directions multiple times, you simply remember. Your body has registered the visual landmarks, the sequence of places, the feeling of each turn. You don't need to strain your memory. It has already recorded everything on its own. And this doesn't just happen with streets. It happens with building corridors, store layouts, and the arrangement of furniture in new homes. This is a superpower of spatial memory and internal navigation. You have a rare ability to map environments and accurately remember them. This reveals a natural, geographical intelligence that can be useful in countless situations, from finding shortcuts to quickly adapting to new spaces. You have an internal GPS that works better than any technology. How your body relaxes when it encounters repetitive rhythms in sounds, music, or conversations. Perhaps you've already noticed this when you hear music with a steady beat, or the repetitive sound of a machine, or even the predictable rhythm of a conversation. Something inside you calms down. It's not just that you like that sound, it's that your nervous system finds comfort in repetition, in predictability, in a pattern that repeats itself safely and consistently. While other people might find repetitive sounds monotonous or irritating, you find peace in them. Your brain organizes itself better when there is a clear rhythm. It's as if repetition creates an invisible structure where your mind can rest. That's why you might always return to the same song, or prefer environments with predictable sounds, or even enjoy listening to the same story more than once. This is a superpower of emotional regulation through patterns. You know, even unconsciously, how to use repetition to calm and center yourself. This ability can help you find balance in difficult times, create routines that strengthen you, and build environments where you function best. You have an inner wisdom about what brings you peace, and that's rare. If this explanation has made something clearer about your way of being, comment, "Now I understand better." Your participation strengthens this community of self-knowledge. The silent ability to foresee problems before they happen simply by observing details. You're in a meeting, or watching someone put something together, or just observing a situation unfold, and suddenly you already know. You realize it's going to go wrong before it does. It's not pessimism, it's not negativity. It's that your eyes caught a small detail that doesn't fit, a sequence that doesn't make sense, a step that was skipped, and you simply know that the result won't be what you expected. This ability stems from the same pattern reading capacity you use in everything. Your brain identifies when something deviates from logic, when a piece doesn't fit into the larger puzzle, while other people confidently continue without noticing the error. You are already seeing the consequence before it appears, and often you remain silent because you know that warning might sound like excessive concern. But this is a superpower of preventative analysis. You have a strategic vision that anticipates risks and failures with impressive accuracy. This ability can save you from many problems, make you an essential member of teams, and give you an inner security that you are always prepared. You see what could break before it breaks, and that is a rare and valuable intelligence. The mental superpower of connecting disparate ideas that others would never see together. You're talking about something random and suddenly your mind makes an unexpected connection. You remember something that seems unrelated, but in your head it makes perfect sense. It could be a song related to a work concept or a movie scene that explains a personal problem. Your brain creates bridges between things that, to others, are in completely separate universes. This happens because you don't think linearly. While most people follow a logical and predictable line of thought, you jump between patterns, find invisible similarities, and connect points that no one else noticed existed. Sometimes this can make you seem scattered or confused to those who don't follow your reasoning. But in reality, you are operating at a higher level of abstraction. This is the superpower of associative intelligence. You have a natural creativity to solve problems in original ways, to innovate, to see solutions where no one else would look. This ability makes you unique. You not only see patterns in what is in front of you, but you can also create new patterns by connecting what seemed disconnected. This is silent genius working within you. If you've made it this far and recognized at least some of these behaviors in yourself, know that this is no coincidence. Perhaps you've spent years thinking you were strange, too demanding, or different from others in a way that no one understood. But the truth is that you possess silent superpowers that work all the time, organizing your world, protecting you, guiding you with a precision that few have. These ways of being are not flaws. They are refined forms of intelligence that your body and mind have developed naturally. You see what others don't see. You feel what others don't feel. You connect, organize, anticipate, and solve problems in unique ways. And the more you recognize these abilities, the more you can use them to your advantage, consciously and calmly. Remember, you don't need to change who you are. You just need to better understand how you function. And when you do that, everything becomes lighter, clearer, and you finally realize that you've always been on the right path in your own way. Have you ever noticed this type of behavior in yourself or someone you care about? Share your experience in the comments. Some team, just reading similar stories makes us feel much less alone. If you enjoy content that reveals the hidden superpowers in your personality, subscribe to the channel. Here, we look at common daily habits with a calmer, deeper, and more human perspective.